Well, I'm meteorologist Vin Crosby. It is Tuesday, and it is December 3rd. It is snowing out again. I'm in my snowbank. This is snowbank weather forecast. 20 days now, 20 days of consecutive days of 1 inch or more snow on the ground in the Treasure Valley. It is the snowiest winter we've seen since the 80s and early 90s, and we don't see a trend breaking up anytime soon where it comes to less snowfall. As a matter of fact, winter storm warnings are up, and we're going to add substantial snowfall amounts, especially south of Interstate 84 tonight and during the day tomorrow. Let's get to the weather maps and explain the story. First of all, last time I joined you, I was talking about the Arctic surge coming our way. What happened was the jet stream buckled. It slowed down. That allowed the storm system to form offshore. The Arctic air is still there just to the north, and we're going to feel that Arctic air in the span of less than 60 hours or less than 48 hours here in the Treasure Valley. It's going to be brutally cold. I don't know about you, but today was probably the worst driving day since yesterday. I mean, it was brutal on the side roads. I don't know what is going on with the plows and the snow removal because this snow on the side roads is treacherous. I don't know how any emergency vehicles are going to get through to any neighborhood in the Treasure Valley on the side roads, especially after the Arctic air settles in and solidifies this ice. I mean, there must be 2 inches of ice on some of these roads, slipping and sliding all over the Treasure Valley today. Let's get to some of the forecast panels here. First of all, what we have going on is a pretty major snowstorm. You've heard people talk about it, but this is the way things are shaping up here for January 4th. Low pressure down to our south. You can see that here down and coming into California. A powerful storm is kind of ripping in across much of the coastal areas and passing to our south. So this is going to be a southern Idaho, southern Oregon snowstorm. Tremendous snowfall. I mean, major snows in this first line of blue here. Here's Boise. Here's California, Nevada. There's Portland, Seattle. So you get an idea of where you are. And then here's that Arctic air that's just to the north of us. And so this storm system with light snow around the Columbia River Gorge, maybe some in McCall, and then you can see it kind of comes right through I-84, the dividing line of moderate snow. And that's what's starting to come on down here at a pretty good clip. But this is really just the precursor. Looking at the radar, all the moisture still back here around California. It's going to come through overnight tonight into tomorrow. And, boy, I don't see any schools going to school tomorrow in the Treasure Valley. Down here, Jordan Valley, Hawaii County, northern Nevada, I mean, we're talking feet of snow when this thing moves on through. Then as it moves through tomorrow, it's going to drag in some of this Arctic air. As a matter of fact, if we go into the 5th of January, so we're talking now Friday, we are looking at a substantial bubble of high pressure going to be moving on in. And when that comes on through, that's when we're going to start to see the Arctic air kind of settle on in to the Pacific Northwest. And I know it's in here somewhere. I just got to find my sheet of paper. So here it is. This is for January 5th. On Friday, high pressure is going to move in. This big dome of high pressure, all the major snow is going to go down to the south. It's going to push this stuff down to the south. The light snow will be south of the southern Idaho border. But this Arctic cold is going to come in on top of probably 10 inches plus snow in some areas of the Treasure Valley and a foot or more down across to the south. Temperatures are going to drop substantially when this moves on through. We're talking a tremendous drop in temperature. And when you have a snowpack and Arctic high pressure moving in, forget about it. Temperatures going below zero over the next couple of days. And so how cold do I think it's going to get? Now, tonight, we're going to be in like the, say 13 to 17 degree range. Now, tomorrow night, Wednesday, we'll be down around between 5 above zero. Here's 0 degrees. And around maybe 12 degrees. So that's tomorrow's low temperature. Average Treasure Valley lows is what we're talking about for Wednesday. But look what happens Thursday or Wednesday night going into Thursday. Okay, Thursday night going into Friday, rather. Watch this. This temperature drops down, and this is all Treasure Valley, Boise included, Nampa, Caldwell. below zero, from say like 4 degrees below zero to maybe as low as 15 degrees below zero. So we're going to have probably from I-84 on south 2 to 5 inches of snow easily in Ada and Canyon County. And then north of Interstate 84, we're looking at maybe 1 to 3, maybe a little bit more, just depending on how far north that moisture moves on through. But don't be surprised if you get in that 2 to 5 inch range, just north of I-84, going on in towards the north end of Boise, which was disastrous yesterday on the roads. But this is what I'm concerned about. This is what I was talking about just before the start of the new year in my last weather forecast. These sub-zero temperatures, that's when we're going to start seeing some tremendous dangerous conditions across the Treasure Valley. So that's kind of the latest of what's going on. Winter storm warnings are in effect across for southern Idaho and almost all of Oregon with this storm system. We're not done yet. After this system passes, we'll have this Arctic air in the valley floors, inversion pattern setting up. We'll see the fog return, warm air overrunning that cold air. We'll see more snow, freezing rain, and then another snowy pattern developing going into the 7th and 8th. And I think ski areas, let's just say, we'll say I'll go conservative, over the next 15 days, 1 to 3 feet of new snow for the mountains. So happy New Year to you. I'm going to go find someplace cold because my derriere is getting a little chilly sitting in my snowbank. This is the Snowbank weather forecast from the Weather Show with meteorologist Vin Crosby.